So I forgot to put to record, but this is the first question, super easy. The solution is here. Okay. So next one. Okay. Um, Today I'm giving to you guys 1 minute and 30 seconds, okay? I only selected easy questions today. Go ahead. Okay. Development Marine's investment portfolio has decreased by 5.8% since her initial investment in the portfolio. If her initial investment was 16,800, what is the current value of the portfolio? Look, 16,800 times, if decreased 5.8, now is okay, 94. If it was 6, 94.2%. She was paying this. She was having this. It's valid this. Okay, I will put here. Look, I will cut 2 times 8. Okay, 6. Oh, Marcelo, but you have 6 here. Well, but it's almost 6%. Okay. And if you do the calculations, look, 168, you don't need to do, but look, 94.2. 2 times 8 times 2, it will go here. Okay. It will go here. And you have this point here. So the point will be here. Independently if it's 0 after the decimal point, doesn't count, just to precision. Okay, so you don't need to even do the calculations. Okay, be careful. This is okay, but other questions, maybe you lose a question very easy because you decided to skip something very easy. Okay, I'm just mentioning. Okay, next one. 1 minute and a half again. Look, the toll T in dollars for a truck using a certain bridge is given by the formula. T is equal 1.5 plus a half x minus 2, where x is the number of the axles on the truck. What is the toll for a 18-wheel truck that has 2 wheels on its front? Okay, so it's remaining 16. And 4 wheels in each of the other one. So is 4 is 2, 2 is 1x. 16. Do you guys agree? 4 times 4. Is that okay? So it's 16 plus 2 is 18. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 axles. So 5 comes here. 5 minus 2, 3. 3 times a half is 1.5. 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3. Is that okay? Super easy? Next one. Look, this is classic. Oops. In a certain history class, 17 juniors and seniors. Juniors plus seniors is 17. Each junior has 2 books. So 2 times the quantity of juniors will give me the quantity of books in the hands of the juniors. And 3 books for each senior. Okay? Plus 3 seniors, because it's the quantity of seniors times the quantity of each one has in books. The 17 students has 44 books. Is that okay? Books plus books is equal books. Okay, that is quantity times value. Quantity times value. Easy? How many juniors are in the class? Okay, let's disappear with seniors. I'll multiply the first equation by 3. So 3j plus 3s is equal 51. 51. Is that okay? And 2j plus 3s is 44. Okay, I will subtract 3j minus 2j is j. 3s minus 3s, 0. 51 minus 44 is 7. Super easy? Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, this is not that easy. Okay, I will give you guys 2 minutes and a half. Go ahead. Okay. You can do this back solving, substituting. You try the number one and try to contradict the statement xy greater than 0, xy is equal x plus y. You can do it in this way. But I will share algebraically how you can do this. What values of x have a corresponding value of y that satisfy both xy is greater than 0 and xy is equal x plus y? Okay. First, if x times y is greater than 0, or both are positive or both are negative. Do you guys agree? Because plus times plus is plus and minus times minus is plus. But look, if this is greater than 0 and is equal to this needs to be greater than 0. And if x and y are both negative, it's not greater than 0. So xy needs to be greater than 0. So I have that x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. This is the first part. Okay. The second part is xy is equal x plus y. My answer is in terms of x. So I will disappear with the y. I will pass everything that has y to the left. Okay, so I pass y to the other side. I will put y in evidence. So x minus 1 is equal x. Is that okay? So y is x divided by x minus 1. Easy? Okay. We know that x minus 1 needs to be different from 0, x needs to be different from 1. But this doesn't satisfy completely. Okay. Okay. X needs to be positive. We saw this already. y needs to be positive. So the only way to this happens is this being positive, because positive delivers positive. So x minus 1 needs to be greater than 0, x needs to be greater than 1. And being greater than 1 excludes being equal to 1, so you don't need to give two answers. So the final answer is x is greater than 1. Or you can substitute numbers and see what is real valid.
I use 2, it works.
What?
Putting 2 instead, x and y.
Did you try?
Yeah, I try with 2, but what number would you use?
You mean to y? Because you
Uh,
have x, you just attribute x is equal to, right?
yes.
Yeah, but you need to try to y another number. Okay. So if x is equal to, y to be greater than 0 needs to be another number. For example, 1. Okay. And 2 times 1 is equal to plus 1. Okay. What do you think? No, it's not. Do you guys agree? Okay. So that is the reason that I don't like plugging numbers. So if you chose something for x, you get lost because this needs what values of x have a corresponding value of y. Y can be anything. Needs to be coherent. Okay, to satisfy, look, if you attributed 2 here to x, I put 2 and 2 here. Y needs to be 2. Do you agree? If I put 3, okay, I put 3 here and 3 here. Y can be what? But we are not asking y. We are asking x. But do I find a valid here? X, y is equal x plus y. If I substitute by 3 here and substitute by 3 here, okay, it will be 3y minus y is equal 3. 2y is equal 3. Y needs to be 3 over 2. It's valid, but it's uncertain. You don't know if you are cover everything. The only way to you know if you are cover everything, if you are covering everything, is algebraically, as I did. Okay, is that okay? Any question?
Thank you.
Of course, you guys need to review all of this. Memorize, practice. The question that, oh, how would I know? You wouldn't, probably. That is the reason that we are studying. And I studied to give to you. Okay, this question, I will give you 1 minute. Be prepared. Go ahead. 1 minute. It's very easy. Ah. Okay, look, first of all, even plus even is even. Odd plus odd is even. Even plus odd is odd. Odd plus even is odd. The same thing for subtraction. Okay? Memorize that so you don't need to plug in numbers and lose time. So look, even squared is even. Minus 3 times even is even. An odd times an even is even. A bunch of odd, if we have one even multiplying, everything is even. Plus even will be even, so no. Even to the power of 5 is even. Plus an odd, okay, is odd. 7 times an even is even. Okay, plus a minus an odd is odd. So is 2 and 3. Super easy. Okay, if you have problems, just plug a number. Okay, I'll give you guys 2 minutes for this one. Well, I always say to you guys that the authors of the questions love like term and common factor. Look, here I have 6 and 3. 3 in evidence. X cubed, x squared. So I will put x squared. So 6x cubed divided by 3x squared is 2x. Plus 3x squared divided by x squared is 2x. So is 1. So 2x plus 1. Here I have minus 8 and minus 4. I will put minus 4 in evidence. So minus 8x divided by minus 4 is 2x. Minus 4 divided by minus 4 is 1. Okay? Then I have 2x plus 1 here. I can put in evidence. 2x plus 1 in evidence here and here. So you have 3x squared minus 4. Do you guys agree? Okay? So 2x plus 1. Oops. It will be 3x squared minus 4. Okay? If you're not understanding, you need to recover the algebra. Okay. Do they learning? Okay. Any question? Okay. I'll give you guys 2 minutes for this one. Let's do it. A certain work plan for September requires that the work team working every day produce an average of 200 items per day. So the total will be 200 times 30. Do you agree? And this is the typical question of break even. It will be equation. I'll do one side being equal to the other. So the first half, 15 days, it produces 150 items per day. So quantity times value. Okay. 15 days per day, 150. Then it remaining 15 days. How many items per day? Super easy. So it will be 6,000 is equal 2 to 5. I say to you guys memorize from 1 squared to 15 squared. Okay. So 15 times 15 is 2 to 5. 15n. 15n is 6,000 minus 2 to 5, 50. 3750. Do you guys agree? N is 3750 divided by 15 is 2, 30, 75 is 6, is 5, 250. Do you guys agree? Easy? Can I go? Okay. This question, I'll give you guys 1 minute. Go ahead. Look, a equals the sum of the even integers 2 to 20. So it's 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 18 plus 20. Do you guys agree? This is A. And B is 1 to 19. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 17 plus 19. Okay? He wants 1 minus another. 2 minus 1, 1. 4 minus 3, 1. I will do this 10 times. Do you guys agree? 20 divided by 2. Okay, so you'll be 10. Do you guys understand? 2 minus 1, 4 minus 3, 6 minus 5. Do you understand? Okay. Okay. Let me tell another way to do it. Why? We kind are killing the questions in a way. But I always trying to establish some patterns like quantity times value, like the way that you deal with signs in algebraic inequalities, plugging numbers. Okay. Here is very easy, but I can solve in another way. That is in the learning, that is arithmetic progression, summation of arithmetic progression. 2 to 20 is an arithmetic progression. Do you guys agree? And he wants the sum. The sum of an arithmetic progression is given by the first term plus the last term times the number of terms divided by 2. The first term is 2, the last term is 20. The number of terms is 10. Okay? 20 minus 2 is 18. I want only the even. So I divide by 2, 9. But I always need to add 1. Why? Because if not, I am cutting. I'm counting only the intervals. Like you stay in an hotel 5 days. If you do one minus another, it will be 4 nights. But I'm counting the integers. So you need always to add 1. Okay? So I have 10 numbers divided by 2. So it's 22 divided by 2 is 11. 11 times 10 is 110. This is the summation of the even ones. Let's see the odd ones. Is a 1, that is 1, plus the last one, that is 19, the same 10 numbers. Okay, 19 minus 1, 18 divided by 2, 9 plus 1, I have 10 terms. Divided by 2, this is 20, 20 divided by 2 is 10, 10 times 10 is 100. 110 minus 100 is 10. Is that okay? Uh, we consider someone more intelligent or less intelligent. If who does this? Oh, you don't know what you're doing. You are only following formulas. Yeah, math is impossible. You know what is happening. It's totally abstract. You conclude once, then you lose yourself because it evolves, evolves, evolves. Parallel very easy is, do you imagine that if the concept of infinite to plus or to minus, or the infinite between two numbers, or irrational numbers that never ends, okay, like pi? No, I don't understand. Nobody understands, but we accept. And this concept that sometimes you think you are stupid because, oh, there's a much easier way to do that. Who sees the simplest way is really intelligent. Stop. Okay. There's no such thing. We are all stupid and intelligent. And it's not philosophy, it's just to you stop thinking if you are versed to this or not. Just study. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let me see this. Okay, this I'll give 2 minutes. Go ahead. Okay, let's see the technique. There are 5 sales agents in a certain real estate office. 1 month, Andy sold twice as many as Alan. Bob sold 3 more than Alan. Carrie sold twice as many as Bob. And Dora sold as many as Bob and Alan. Who sold the most properties that month? Okay. I will begin attributing Alan equals 10. So 2 times 10, Andy is 20. Okay. If Alan is 10, Bob is 13. If Bob is 13, Carrie is 26. If Bob is 13 and Alan is 10, Dora is 23. So Carrie 1. Is that okay? So here it would be a bit impossible we do algebraically. It's better to do picking numbers, okay, plugging numbers. Is that okay? Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes again. Go ahead. Okay. Stephanie has 2 and 1/4 cups of milk on hand and makes 2 batches of cookies using 2/3 cup of milk for each batch of cookie. Okay. I like rule of 3. Cup, batches. Okay. What she really did, 2/3 for 2 batches. Okay. Which of the following describes the amount of milk remaining after she makes the cookies? Okay. 1/4 cups of milk on hand and make 2 batches. Okay. Using 2/3. Okay. Per batch. Okay. What I'm gonna do here. Okay. Sorry. This mixed number, 1/4, you know that is 2 times 4 plus 1 divided by 4. Okay, so it's 9/4. Do you guys agree? Okay. So 1/4 is 9/4 in improper fraction. Okay. So 1/4. Stephanie has 1/4 cups of milk on hand and makes 2 batches of cookies using 2/3 cup of milk. 2/3. Okay. To each batch. I made a mistake. I put 2. Sorry. So 2/3 for 1 batch. Do you guys agree? To do 2 batches, how much is it? Times 2 times 2. So it's 4/3. But she has 9/4 minus 4/3. The least common multiple is 12, divided by 4 is 3, times 9 is 27, minus 12 divided by 4 is 3 is 4, times 4 is 16. It will be 11/12. 11/12 is a bit less than 1. So it will be between 3/4 and 1. It's a bit less than 1. Do you guys agree? Many of the questions, like most of the question, is you guys to be used to the nomenclature, like the way that is written, okay? To be acquainted. Is that okay? This, I will give you guys 1 minute, but I should give 30 seconds. Are you guys ready? Go. Look, the sum of the first any consecutive positive even integer is given by this formula. For what value of n is this sum equal 110? 110. 2 consecutive integers. N and n plus 1 is 10 times 11. n, n plus 1. So it's 10. Okay, so this is not tips and tricks. I know because it's the language of the GMAT. I know what to expect. Okay, you will see this behavior in all the questions as well. Okay, it's not that I'm clever in math. It's just I know the language. Okay, you guys need to be used to. Okay, this is not complicated, but takes a bit of time. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Go ahead. Let me see something. Just a second. Let's do it. Even when the question is easy, I like to structure in the paper, organize it. I think it's important when you are studying. A company sells radios 15 each. It costs the company 14 per radio to produce 1,000. So 14 times 1,000 is 14,000. And 1350 per radio to 2,000. So it will be 27,000. Do you guys agree? How much greater is the profit selling 2,000 rather than 1,000? So here, 1,000, 15 times 1,000 is 15,000. So it will be 1,000 the difference. Okay. And here, 15 2,000 will be 30,000. Okay, so the difference will be 3,000. So the difference here will be 2,000. Great. Yeah, this is very interesting. You can list or you can use the theory that you learn in statistics in the e-learning. Okay. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Okay. You can list and you can count. You know, median is the middle term. You list in an increasing order. Okay. If you have an odd quantity, you have a term, is one of the terms. If it's even, is the average between the two middle terms. Okay. Let's see. List S consists of the positive integers that are multiples of 9 and are less than 100. So the first term is 9. The last term is 99. Um, how many terms? This 9 is 9 times 1, and 99 is 9 times 11. So you have 11 minus 1, 10 plus 1. You have 11 terms. If you have 11 terms, what is the middle one? 11 plus 1 divided by 2. Is the sixth term. Is the sixth term. So 6 times 9 is 54. Is the number 54. Is the middle term. Everything that I did is theoretical technique that I prefer. Is more is safer and faster. Because, okay, the guy will not ask for the first 1,000 multiples of 99. Okay, you can count in your fingers. Okay, 9, 18, 27, and so on. And as you have 11 terms, when you reach the sixth one is the middle one. Okay, and all this theory, all this, everything that I enunciated here is recorded in your e-learning. You can use or not. Why am I telling this to you? Because many of you guys keep insisting when you are studying in kill the question. Just kill the question. You guys stay 2 years with me. And you know, some of you are 2 years here. Okay, thank God you hired us. Okay. For example, when you look to this question, okay, I told you, the author of the questions love to put in evidence to find like term common factors, not only in algebra, but apparently in arithmetic as well. So I will give you guys 1 minute and a half to do this question. Go ahead. Look, I will distribute here 6 times 87.30 plus 6 times 0.65 minus 5, 87.30. Here I have 87.30. Here I have 87.30. I put 87.30 in evidence. This divided by this is this. This divided by this is this. Plus 6.65. Is that okay? This is 1. So you'll maintain 87.30 plus 65 times 6. So this is 3.9. So 87.30 plus 3.9, 0, 11, 91.10, 0.20, sorry. Is that okay? Got it? Okay. This is not hard, but I will give you guys 2 minutes. Uh, Go ahead. In a field day at school, each child who competed in n events and scored a total of p points was given an overall score of p over n plus n. So n events, p points. Andrew completed one event and scored 9. Okay, so Andrew is 9 over 1 plus 1 is 10. Okay, and Jason, 3 events, scored 5, 6, and 7. So is 18. Do you guys agree? Okay. What was the so 18, 6, 9. The ratio between one and another is 10 over 9. Okay? Just a sec. Let's do it. Beth, Naomi, and Juan raised 55. So Beth, Naomi, and Juan 55. Naomi raised 5 less than Juan. Juan minus 5. Juan raised twice as much as Beth. How much is Beth? Okay, everything is going for having the main equation in terms of B. Like B, J is to B, and N, J is to B. I will put to B here. So N is to B minus 5. I will put here in the place of N. This is 55. So 2B, 4B, 5B, 55 plus 5 is 60. B is 12. Easy? Okay, you have 30 seconds to answer this one. So 1.0001 over 10.04 is 1 over 10. Is 0.1. Okay. You have 1 minute to do this one. 1 minute. Look, guys. -2 times -5 over 8 minus a half squared minus plus 2, 8 is 4, so 5 over 4 square minus is plus. Okay, minus squared is plus 1 over 4 minus 1 over 4. So it's 4 over 4, that is 1. Okay? Okay, I'll give you guys 1.5 minutes to answer this one. 1.5 minutes. Go ahead. Look, I like rule of 3. For me, it was one of the best ways to see proportions. Company X mailed out a questionnaire, and 60% of those who received the questionnaire by mail responded. Okay. Company X needed 300 responses. Okay. So percentage responses. 300 responses will correspond to 60%. So how much they need to send to have the 300 or 60% weighted? Cross multiply. 6y is equal 100 times 300. Okay. So 300 divided by 6 is 5. Needs to send 500. Is that okay? Okay. Okay, you have 30 seconds to answer this one. Okay. What is the least? All the numerators are equal. So it'll be the least, the biggest denominator. The biggest denominator is this. So this is the least fraction. Okay? This is interesting. I will give you guys 2 minutes and a half for this one. Okay. This is the classic quantity times value is equal amount. As I've been saying to you guys today and forever, a certain grocery purchase X pounds of produce for P dollars per pound. So the total amount is XP. Okay. Quantity times the unit value, the average value. Y pounds of the produce had to be, so this is the cost. Y pounds of the produce had to be discarded. So X minus Y. And it was sold by S, the value. This is the selling. So one minus another. So look, quantity times value minus quantity times value. Okay? This is classic, always happens. Okay, you have 1 minute for this one. Are you ready? 1 minute and 15. Go. Look, pay attention. Three people each contributed X dollars toward the purchase of a car. Okay, so the total amount is quantity times value. Quantity 3, value of each one is X. This is the amount. They then bought a car for Y dollars, so minus Y. Okay, an amount less than the total number, so they have change. The change is this. Okay, 3x minus y is how much is remaining from the purchasing of for the purchase of the car. If the excess amount is to be refunded 3 equally, then they paid 3x. Sorry, they had 3x, they paid y, and receive it divided by 3. Do you guys agree? Hmm? Each one gave x. 3 of them, okay? They have this amount of money. They spent y. Imagine an amount of money. They will divide this amount of money in 3. So it's 3x minus y divided by 3. Okay? Okay, I'll give you guys 2 minutes for this one. Go ahead. Okay. Given the inequalities above, which of the following cannot be the value of R? Okay. First, this is absolute value. Inequality. There's in algebra, there's a special chapter that I talk about this. I think it's at 1 hour. Okay, study. So you guys know that S needs to be between the negative of the number and the positive of the number. What I'm gonna do, this is classic. Okay. I will get the extremes, because or this cannot be or this cannot be. If it is in a range, or is one or another. Okay, so I will choose 5 and I will substitute here. 3R less than or equal 4 times 5 is 20 plus 5. 3R is less than 25. R is less than or equal 8 and something. So the value of R needs to be less than or equal 8 and something. So it can be 5, 0, minus 5, or minus 20. Cannot be 20 because it needs to be less than 8 and something. Okay? So we study this absolute value inequalities, okay? To know easily, what is that? This is the last one of today. Uh, okay, 2 minutes. Last one. Go ahead. We did 25 questions. In this way, in 3 meetings, we finish the easy questions of the main book, the GMAT, no, the Quantitative Review book, new version. Next month, Ron and Kathy will each begin working part-time at 3/5 of their respective current salaries. If the sum of the reduced salaries, so the sum, Ron plus Kathy, how much of this? 3/5 of their reduced salaries will be Kathy's current salary. Is that okay? So I'll distribute here 3R plus 3C is equal 5C. 3R is equal 5C minus 3C is 2C. So when R is 2, C is 3 because it's an equation. The multiplication needs to be equal. Okay. Then Ron's current salary is what fraction of Kathy's? So when R is 2, Cathy is 3. 2/3. Is that okay? Well, we ended today. Thursday is Vivian. Okay. And I will be back on Tuesday.
Thank you,
From here
Marcelo.
to the end of the year, we really need to study, okay? Any question?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.